Guys, if you are here because you are finding sampling procedures, so just continue watching.
Introduction. Qualitative research. A sample is a smaller set of cases a researcher selects from a large group and generalized to the population. So, three things must be clear to the researcher. First is how much data she or he needs. Second is how she or he will select the sample. Third is how she or he will get participants. Participants are needed.
Non-probability sampling.
Is about three common types, which is convenience sampling, quota sampling, and judgmental sampling.
So let's go to the convenience sampling.
Convenience sampling. Convenience sampling involves choosing respondents at the convenience of the researcher. Quota sampling. Sample population that has been subdivided into classes or categories. Judgmental sampling. What is judgmental sampling? Judgmental sampling is uses her or his own expert judgment.
Probability sampling. So what is probability sampling? Probability sampling, this is a sampling technique in which sample from a larger population are chosen. The most important for the probability sampling is that everyone in your population has a known and an equal chance of gathering selected. Uses statistically theory to select randomly a smaller group of people from an existing large population and then predict that all the responses together will match the overall population. So we have four types of probability sampling. First is the simple random sampling. So what is simple random sampling? This sampling method is as easy as assigning numbers to the individuals and then randomly choosing from the numbers throughout automated process. So this sampling technique usually works around large population and fair shares of advantage and disadvantage. Next, types of probability sampling is second is the stratified random sampling. So, stratified random sampling involves a method where a large population can be divided to in smaller groups that usually don't overlap but represent the entire population together. The third types of the probability sampling is the cluster random sampling. Usually analyze a particular in which the sample consists of the more than a few elements, for example, city, family, university, etc. The cluster are then selected by dividing the greater population into various smaller sections. So, this the last types of the probability sampling is the synthetic sampling. What is synthetic sampling? Synthetic sampling is an extended implementation of the same old probability technique in which equal opportunity for every member of a population to be selected using this sampling.
Now talk about the purposive sampling. Let's now discuss it. Purposive sampling, it is a primary factor in the qualitative research data collection. Take note that purposive sampling is also known as judgmental sampling. This sampling method can be done while in the process of collecting, analyzing, and interpreting the data. Remember that in this sampling method, the researchers are the one who is setting a criteria, which will be based on how they will acquire respondents. These are the things they can consider. First, the sample size, the age, the sex, the socioeconomic status, the specific attributes, and their experiences. So, Newman 2010 says that purposive sampling is appropriate in three situations. First situation, this is used to select unique cases that are especially informative. For example, if they want to do a content analysis on studying a magazine, the participant will be a specific popular women's magazine which is in trend setting. Second situation, it is used to select members of a difficult to reach specialized populations. For example, if the participants will be prostitutes, it is impossible to gather and list them all. Therefore, they will use subjective information and they will use the experts. So the third and last situation is if the researcher wants to identify particular types of cases for in-depth investigations. For example, Gomson 1992 and Newman 2007 used the method in a focus group study of what working class think about politics.
Recruiting research participants. As a researcher, it is really essential for us to have an participant in every study. So here are the sample or here are the guidelines to help us to recruit our research participants. So the number one, putting notices in public spaces such as around university campus. So we can get participant or we can recruit our participant by posting or notices and also we can recruit our participant using bulletin board. The second one, using university participant pool. So I look for some example here and they tell the university participant pool is very essential or it's very convenient for the researcher like us because we can easily access an individuals who are willingly to participate in research. So the number three, emailing notices of students to various listeners and emails groups. So here in emailing notices of students to various listeners and email groups. So you can email or you can DM or you can TM your participants to recruit them. So number four, leaving flyers in location where those who fit to your studies or to your criteria are likely to see them. So for example here, in bridal store, so you can leave a flyers to recruit them for your studies. So you can leave flyers for them to recruit or for you able to have a participant. So number five, identifying key people who can recruit for you, such as an individual well connected with potential participants. So you can recruit or you can get your research participant by the help of other people or yung mga or you can recruit your participant by the help of someone you know. So number five, going somewhere potential participants are likely to be expressing verbal or written information about your research, including big events like LGBT, Pride at weddings, fairs, where you might be able to get a still to promote the research. So you can recruit your participants by going to a place and by the help of your criteria also. Number six, approaching organization to recruit through them. Example, on a campus, society, charities, youth groups, support groups, or sporting clubs, which involves speaking at a meeting or putting notices in the organization newsletter or to their website. So you can recruit your research participants in the organization because you can be a speaker and trying to convey your research plan. Number seven, using internet such as posting notices on different web forms or creating pages in social media sites like Facebook. So I have experienced this one and I post something about our research study and it is very convenient for us since we will DM or we will PM our research participant if they are available in if they are